Alright guys, we're sitting on match point for IMI. In the top right hand position on Dust Towers, we've got the blue Zerg player, able to stop Josh from doing a reverse all kill. It is Cran. In the bottom left hand position, the red Terran player, representing LIT, he is Kyr. K-Air, whatever. Alright. Barracks on the way for a wall off. No gas yet, or pool. Hatchery goes down. Gas on the way for the Terran player. SUV scout. What's he gonna see? What's he gonna see? He sees the gas, sees the pool. We're gonna go ahead and scout that natural. Scouts it. I'm gonna probably move on out. See if he can spot a third. Otherwise, orbital command going on at home. Reactor going on the barracks. No Reaper. SAV takes some minerals and goes on home. CC started on the low ground. Wall finishes up. Couple queens on the way and 6 lings. I think Cran likes his style. 6 zergling pressure. Speed gets started. Leaves 1 drone on gas. SCV comes inside. Factory, about 1/4 of the way done. CC, 3/4 of the way done. Oh, that's too bad for Cran. Trying to get out as many drones as we can. Another Overlord on the way. Two Marines at a time coming out of the reactor barracks. Gets scanned, sees the speed researching. Doesn't really get much more intel than that. Marine's gonna go down, try to take out these Zerglings. Got him. Starport halfway done. Roach Warren. Possibly Cran going for a roach timing. 3rd CC almost finished. 8 more lings on the production tab. Third's finished. Roach Warren almost finished. Speedlings running across the map. Gonna see if there's a third. There's not. Ooh. Smacked in the face by a tank shot. Lair's on the way. Decides to make 8 drones. Possibly change his mind against roach timing after he saw the tank. Scouting to see if Cloak Banshee on the way. Third CC starting on the high ground. Lair almost finished. Let's see what he decides to do with it. More lings. Baneling Nest. Cloak about a third of the way done. Banshee on the way. Gonna probably be rallied across the map. Second Banshee. Making tanks. Is he gonna wait for 2 Banshees, or did he just forget to queue it? Cran's gonna come in. He's gonna scout the Banshee in the tech lab. Orbital. Starts spore crawlers at each base. Cran loves his spire play, that's for sure. Viking doing some overlord hunting. Four more barracks on the way. Starport gets switched onto the reactor. Onto a reactor, not the reactor. Hasn't been made yet. See how much the Cloak Banshee can get done. Almost died there. Pretty big investments. Good thing Cran saw it. 3 mutas on the way. Now that the spire's finished. Centrifugal hooks. Daneling speed. Third's getting poked at by this Ling, so obviously Cran knows about it. Hasn't quite saturated his third yet. That's the second Banshee, I think. Viking spots the mutas. Turret goes down. No turrets yet in the natural or the third. Muta's about halfway across the map. There we go. Now the turret starts at the third. None in the natural. Cran showing off his micro skills. Meanwhile, back at home, we got +1 flyers on the way, +1 melee and carapace. 1-1 on the way, just started for the Terran player, so Cran is going to have an upgrade advantage for a little while. Combat shield's almost finished. Vita's trying to come in and get shut down by 3 turrets. Cran says, you don't have SCVs there, so I'm just going to take them out. Liberator on the way. Scans to see what's going on at the third. Sees that there's no fourth.
SCV ready.
Cran morphs a bunch of banelings in dude's face. Decides to move in and take out a building turret. Cran's ahead by 10 workers and slightly ahead in army supply. He's got his 4th base up there. Terran scouts it, sees what's going on. Jeez. Cran is almost maxed out. Terran moving out on the opposite side. There's a pretty big trade. Now they're even in supplies. Terran's deciding to push forward. Links get cut off. Epic. Grand takes that 40 supply lead. So Cran keeps trading back and forth.
Liberation is at hand.
Scans and doesn't see a 6th base. I mean, Cran is only on 4 bases, but scanned here instead of over here. Maybe this base here is too susceptible to the high ground area over here. Well, he scans it, so. Got ultras on the way, chitinous plating, 3-3 on the way for the Terran player. Looks like they're tied on upgrades. Scans and sees the Ultra, as well as Banelings morphing in. And all them mutas. Doesn't look like there's any Widow Mines for the Terran player. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I don't play either race, and these guys are obviously better than I am, but usually against mutas I tend to see Widow Mines. But I guess now that the Ultra switch is coming out, feels that those wouldn't be useful, and instead decides to make a SimCity of barracks, possibly mess with the Ultra AI a little bit. Scans and sees the army composition. Meanwhile, he's on 4 bases, probably wants to take these gases. Little skirmish with the mutas on that side. Cran does take that base as his 5th. Terran deciding to break down those rocks. Ooh. Not sure about the trade because Cran is maxed out. Plus he didn't really lose his drones and now he's got this base, so I don't know if that was a good trade for the Terran. I don't think it was. Now let's see how this fight goes now that Cran is maxed out. 3-3 just finishing up for the Terran though. Oh, we got a drop. Gets cleaned up. Scan goes down and sees the army coming for him.
Under attack.
And we're getting ready for the big engagement. I'm deciding to take out this 5th base first. Marauder saying, "What's up?" +3 melee almost done. Greater Spire almost done. Liberator's taking up position. Kind of force Cran around. Terran holds pretty well there, but he's broke. Cran's making 5 ultras and 32 lings. Supply's even though. Scans to see if he's going to run into the army. Going to take out this base. And here comes Cran. Forces him to lift this base. Reinforcements streaming across the map. Cran's ahead by about 40 army supply. A couple Broodlords on the way. Now 3 Broodlords on the way. It's going to try to re-land this base, but I don't think Cran's going to let him take it. Meanwhile, Cran is remaking his 5th base. Bling's going to come in and not allow these bunkers to finish. Hive Tech for the win. It's going to be a tough hold for the Terran player. Meanwhile, a harass going on over there at Cran's 4th base. Cran does have a ton of lings on the way, though. He's going to decide to keep pushing forward with his Broodlords and Corruptors, and then bring the rest back to clean up this army. Looks like he is going to snipe that base, though. Gets out with both medevacs. That was a pretty good move. But his supply is 53 compared to 130. And this orbital is going to burn down. Cran is holding the position at the end. Wow. No GG, no re, huh? Well, Immortals takes the clan war 5-3 in this best of 9. Good job, Cran, and thanks to everybody who watched. Try to do more of these in the future, and yeah, have a nice night.